That's perfect. All right, guys. All right. We were going to talk about this, or obviously we are going to talk about it. It's a big thing that we had spoke about maybe a couple of weeks ago. Um, that is the Oprah Winfrey interview with Harry and Meghan. Everyone get to watch it last night on ITV1 or alternative platforms the day before.
ITV1, man, ITV1.
Yeah. What were your thoughts?
Nothing shocked me. Let me say that. I was just shocked, but I was a bit disappointed in respect to how they treated Meghan. You know what I mean? And how this referred to their child as like, what, because your child's maybe dark skin or have a darker shade of color, that he can't have a title.
No, but that's not what they said though. I feel like I think she kind of, what's the word? Embellished that bit a little bit, because what the rules are, because the only reason why I think William's son was allowed to have the prince title is because he's a direct lineage to the title as such. Mm-hmm. But because Harry isn't, or Harry's son isn't, he doesn't get the title until Charles becomes king.
Yeah, but everyone's got titles. They've all got titles.
No, only Williams.
All the cousins, everyone's got titles, bro.
Only William's children have. Only William's children have.
Bro.
So the Queen, no, I'm being serious. Brother, I'm not backing any of them. The Queen.
No, I'm saying they all have titles, bro. All the royal family, they all have titles.
No, but that's only the grandchildren do. The great grandchildren don't. Only William's children do, as the great grandchildren, and that is because the Queen's allowed all of them because they were from the direct lineage.
So why is she bringing it up then? Why is she saying like? No, so the way she said it was like they're not giving him a title because he's not white. That's how it came across.
Yeah,
right?
no. So that's why I said I think she embellished it a little bit, because I think when I read up about it, they were saying that it was to do with, I don't know, this George something or something. He wrote this decree that basically, because I think she even says when Charles becomes king, then the child gets a title. The child will get His Royal Highness or Prince or whatever the thing it may be.
Are they talking about Archie as well?
Yeah, Archie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think like Meghan's innocent in all this. Like, obviously, there are staff that have left, and because of her. Like, I don't think she was an angel, but the way she was treated and the way they've treated Harry, I think was quite cutting off his funds, cutting off his security. Just basically letting him out in the wilderness to fend for himself. Which, I mean, obviously, us is the normal. This is our everyday life. But, for them, it's a whole new world for them. So, yeah, it seemed harsh, and it seemed very like, you guys are not part of the family, and yeah, see you later, mate, kind of thing. But,
but the thing is, you would have thought, royal family and someone of color coming into the royal family, they would have used it as not as publicity, but taken advantage of the whole situation of
diversity.
Yeah, you would have thought that, but when she mentioned there was conversations, it wasn't conversation; it was a conversation, because I think Harry said it was a conversation about, we're concerned about what color the child will be when it's born.
Yeah.
That. See, the thing is, when someone says concerned,
exactly.
Is it concerned as in? Because you can say concerned, then it's a racist.
Yeah. If you're interested, it'd be interesting to see.
No, but
that's fine.
All right.
So go.
No, go. And okay, guys, please, I'm not devil's advocate on any of this. I'm not trying to be that guy, although yes, sometimes I can be. I think people that are involved in mixed relationships, so relationships of people with different ethnicities, I think that is a normal conversation.
Now, it's no. It is. Yes. It's normal, yes.
Yeah.
But if someone's saying they're concerned, that is down to racism.
No, exactly. But I think, but even that though, that's what I'm saying. Like even
no,
that,
Nate, no,
even that I think is normal. Now, okay, how many times have me and you
haven't?
No,
that's not normal. I'm concerned on how.
What are you talking about?
Let me finish then.
You said land. You're saying concerned.
Hey, don't do a pierce on me. Let me land. All right.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Listen, the runway's there. The runway's there. Go for it.
Okay, what I'm saying is, okay, we've had these conversations where we talk about people that are involved in mixed relationships, yeah, and how I believe that someone who goes into a mixed relationship and actually wants to start a family and all that kind of stuff, yeah, how strong within themselves they have to be, yeah, because ultimately, what you think is about you two and the love of you two, your grandma might not feel the same way you do. Your uncle might not feel. Their auntie. How many times have we been to a function or an occasion where one of our brethren have got a mixed relationship, and they will then almost still have that conversation that, yeah, boy, no, mum don't really feel me, you know. And mum's not even feeling my grandchild. Or
What's your point? Yeah, exactly.
No, but what I'm saying, so what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, you just have to be aware that those things are the potential to happen. I almost feel a little bit like she went in this like, this is a fairy tale, like this is like the prince has come along. This is a bit like Cinderella or Snow White. Disney. It's not like this is real life. And I feel she went in this very naively.
Yeah.
Even her saying stuff like, "Oh, rah, I know it's the queen's your grandma. I didn't think I was gonna have to curtsy." What are you talking about? If you go to an uncle or auntie, and is it dobele? Is that the right word? When you've got to show respect, like
that's a Yoruba thing.
Yeah,
they got to bow down. Yeah, they got to bow down.
Do you think, because it's your uncle, you don't have to do it? No.
Yeah, exactly.
When your bridging comes to the house, you better call your mum, auntie, or uncle. Do you see what I'm saying?
But what I don't understand is, how come Harry didn't? I thought Harry would have taught all of these things, man. Like Harry would have showed her.
That's what
Harry
I
should have showed her.
Yeah, that's what.
I think Harry just. Sorry, go on.
No, because just what Nate was saying about with the uncles and aunties and stuff. Like, I wouldn't know to do that unless someone had told me. Like, okay, but you'd think that she would be told in advance.
Well, yes, but she said a silly comment about she never Googled him. So, and then she's saying she didn't know how to do it. Then if she didn't really Google anything about him or really know about the royal family, then I understand she didn't know how to do it. Because she said she doesn't really know about the royal family as much as she should have. But he just asked her, "Do you know how to do it?" And it's like, no, I don't. But you would have thought it would make common sense if you're dating someone who's a prince. You would Google them, right? Isn't that a common practice? No,
you know what? I wonder. Maybe she generally thought like to herself, you know what? I know I'm marrying a prince, and there's probably tons and tons of articles about him and information about the royal family, and she deliberately just probably thought, you know what? I don't want to have any influences on this relationship. I just want, like, all I know is that I like him, I want to be with him, and I'm just going to go in there blindly. And especially, I guess, obviously she's from America, her expectations are just going to probably be like, well, I don't know what to expect. And if I'm going to do all these things, then maybe someone should just tell me, because she's probably thinking, all right, you're the queen, but I'm still meeting my my partner's grandma. Like you're like, and maybe she just probably thought, well, it's like an informal sort of thing. Do you get me? Like,
and also, forgive me, the American listeners, if you have any, but like, Americans are in their own little bubble. Do you know what I mean? They are very naive in certain situations. But so I can see them doing that, just being lapsy daisy and thinking, you know what I mean, it's all roses, and I could so see it. So her saying that, I was like, come on, use your common sense. But I can see them doing that, to be honest with you. So I'm not surprised by that, but I was a bit, come on, you're gonna marry into a royal family, get to know the culture, get to know what the do's and don'ts is before, you know what I mean? I learn these kind of things. And Harry should have been showing her this. Harry should have been showing these kind of things from early. But it's a weird one.
Just touching back on that point where about the I think, Nate, you said it about grandma or auntie are not feeling it. Not feeling. So it could not don't know who the individual is, but a particular senior individual. Sorry?
Nothing. Go
on. I don't know who the individual is. Like, for example, his dad. He might say, "Oh, we've had some concerns about what color."
Definitely the granddad. Bro, I'm not lying. If it was a betting thing, he would be the guy. He says wild things, bro.
But why would you think that's him?
Because he has said wild things in the past.
Oh no, but Harry came out and told Oprah on a separate thing that it wasn't his grandmum or grandfather.
Yeah.
Oh, he said it wasn't the grandfather.
yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, it could have been
Prince Charles. Go on.
yeah, it could have been Prince Charles just talking to his son because
Allegedly.
I'm just saying, right, of what he's heard from other people and what he's been told, because they made it very clear in the interview, the institution and the family, and it concerned me because I said to myself, who's the institution? How powerful are they? Because it seems like the royal family have no control over nothing.
It's the firm. They get referred as
mad.
the firm. They
That's the first time I ever heard of the firm, you know.
Trust me.
Sound like some hip hop.
Trust me.
Bro.
There's so much you don't know, man. There's so much. Like, people say, why you know, Barack Obama was in charge? Why didn't he do this? Why did he do that? Bro, he ain't gonna say. It's the firm. They make the decisions, bro.
But they've always said that, though. Which is what I'm saying. They've always said it doesn't matter
The
which
Illuminati, whatever they want to call it.
It doesn't matter which president or whoever. It's always the people behind them. You got to remember, it's them that put him in power. Do you know what I mean? And that's with the royal family. The royal family, come on. It's been a long time since the king has led anybody to a war, innit? Yeah. The king is not, it's not old school. The king on his horse in front of them with his sword, trying to go. It's not like that no more. Do you get me? The royal family, they stay in their bunker. They're not dealing with this stuff no more. I don't believe they was on front line trying to win the Commonwealth.
No.
And I think a lot of people are shocked to say, oh, the royal family is not racist. But you know how many countries they colonized? Do you know how many countries they colonized? And people are shocked to hear they say the royal family is not racist. They've colonized so many countries. How can you not expect that? They're German. They're not English. They're not United Kingdom, born in United Kingdom.
They're mixed.
They're German. If you look at the history, they're all German. So I don't.
Not that all Germans are racist.
No, of course not. All Germans are not racist, of course. But I'm trying to say, but I'm just talking about Germany's historic.
But there was this one time Rich tried to get a club in Germany and they let him in. But that's another story.
He's such a idiot.
Guten Tag.
Let's not go into that. Thank you very much. But oh, you've lost me.
You're saying that they're all German, innit? So like, basically, you're saying that they're not even English themselves. Like they're not even.
Yeah, exactly. So why are loads of people shocked by it?
I don't know if loads of people are shocked. I think
I think
people
are very shocked by it.
No, they're not. You see what it is? It's that feeling or that thing that there are things that are said behind closed doors that should never come to light. These are probably conversations that a lot of people have in their house on a week-to-week basis. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. Do you get me? But they have these conversations. But you wouldn't necessarily have these conversations out in the open. Yeah. And I think the amount of look how many, for example, you hear, like the other day I watched Sky Sports News and the Sky Sports presenter said to the black footballer, why do you not come off Twitter? If you lot get so much racist abuse, why do you not come off Twitter? This is look, bro, we've gone through Brexit. We've gone through everyone thinking Black Lives Matter is some political party that they don't want to stick to. And so for me, why wouldn't the royal family have some of this in there as well? Do you get me? Like for me, this is just evident of society. Yeah, I mean, just because they're on paper, they're on money, I don't see why they wouldn't have those things. I'm sure, don't get me wrong, Harry talks very, very highly of the Queen. I'm sure the Queen has got better things to do with herself, yeah? I don't think she necessarily has a racist bone in her body in that sense, yeah? Because she's a big woman. I don't think she's necessarily worrying about all of that stuff. But there were definitely, I think, within the firm... No, I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is openly. She goes everywhere, bro. They go, like when she goes to Africa and they bring out all the little kids from the village and all the kids do dances with them and she smiles and she waves and she's used to this. Do you get me? Like she does that.
She's used to what? What are you talking about, bro?
I'm saying she does that. That's what I'm saying. She smiles.
It's a front, bro.
Possibly. I'm not talking about the Queen right now.
Listen.
It's part of her job, bro.
Yeah, it's her job.
I'll say one name, Dodie. That's what I'll say, bro. There's no way in hell that they will allow their Prince Harry or Prince whatever to marry have a half sibling that's Arab or whatever, because that's what I mean. So when she's talking about this stuff, like this racism she's experiencing, 100%, I'm not surprised at all, and no one should be surprised. No one should be surprised by it.
Yeah, and even when she was talking about how she felt suicidal, and what, I laughed as well, right? Because she said she went to human resources. I thought they got a HR. I thought, what do you mean they've got a HR? I was like, that's like, but you realize
the royal HR.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It was just mad. And they said HR said, well, we can't really help you because you're not employed by us. So I was like, okay. But I would have thought because she needed to see someone, speak to a psychiatrist or whatever, because the thoughts she was having, and they go to her, she couldn't leave. But I said to myself, well, you've got HR, you've got the institution, you don't have someone like that on board anyway.
You must have a union that you could have joined. But did you not also think that it was weird, yeah? That whenever she said that she spoke to the family, she said she wrote a letter.
Yeah. I was like,
in 2021, we're still writing letters.
Not with the email, you know.
Bruv, are you trying to tell me that if I want to speak to my missus mum, I got to write her a letter, bruv? No, bruv, you're having a laugh, bruv. Pick up the phone. Oh, what's happening?
And this, we go right with the feather, the feather, the ink.
I get a royal decree and stamp it. I love it, bro.
You know what? It's the way they live. Like I said, they were saying they're trapped in this kind of.
Yeah, they're trapped.
They're trapped, and no matter what, you're living into how it was back then, and it means writing a letter. Mom, can I come next door, please? It's one of those ones. But yeah, it's quite scary. That interview. It was a good interview, but I think what they done, they just did it to sell papers, to sell whatever, because a lot of the stuff they were saying, they wouldn't go into it. It's like saying to someone on Facebook, checked in a hospital. What happened? Radio silent. It's just like, don't say it if you're not going to tell us. Don't talk about the whole conversation about the race of my child if you're not going to discuss it in full detail. Don't mention it. What you're doing is causing speculation, and everyone's asking who did it, who was it, and what's the purpose? It makes no sense. Why?
No, that's what I said. Megan, she's not innocent in this. Like she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. She definitely knew what she was doing, but I believe she's also a victim in this as well.
Yeah. Her experience is definitely.
Yeah.
What I will say is, this year, not only has it opened a can of worms, but like we've got to be careful. Like this could cause a very strong division within the British community. Do you know what I mean? Because trust me, the royal family's got a lot of patrons that support them a lot, and this could like us man, we could go to certain areas in Britain and be at risk. But let me just say that, like this happening now, and the way the press is going on and everything else, this could cause a rage within certain communities, and no, it can. It's fact that, listen, the royal family got patriotic people that follow them hard. Do you know what I mean?
No,
I wouldn't have no bad thing to say about, like, they wouldn't hear nothing. You can't say nothing against the royal family. Do you know what I mean? So this, for Meghan to say it, a mixed race woman / black, this could cause a massive hatred for us. I'm not saying it will, but it could in certain communities. So I'm just saying, like, this rearing its ugly head could be a domino effect where
I don't necessarily.
Division.
I don't think it will necessarily be a division in the sense of the community. I think it definitely is. There are definitely things within this that are. I think Meghan being Meghan hasn't helped, not because of who she is. I think her being American hasn't helped. Yeah, because I think a lot of people don't like the Americans. I think her being a person of color doesn't help. Her being an actress doesn't help. Her being a divorcee doesn't help. There are all of these things that are contributing factors that probably why people maybe dislike her the most.
I hate you, Nate, but they made it a race thing. They made it.
No, I agree. I agree they made it a race thing, but I don't necessarily know if it's going to be like. I think it's more not like a them and us thing. I just don't know if it's necessarily against all of us yet. I don't think so. I don't think it's there yet. I think if it then became a division and we started backing Meghan and they started, then it becomes a bit more of a thing.
But it's looking that way, because we're going to go to the Piers. We're going to go to Piers Morgan in a minute, but it's looking that way though, because Who is he arguing with? Who is he arguing with on national TV?
Yeah, no, but
You know what I
Piers,
mean?
but Piers is a little bit different, and I'll explain why with Piers. Like, yes, this thing we're going to talk about with Piers is about that, but the man he just moves like an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could just take a little slide into that, to be honest.
Wait, just one quick thing, right? So technically, after this interview, really and truly, we should never hear from Harry and Meghan again. That's where it should be closure. We don't need to hear from them because now they've done the interview, and I don't see a reason for them to make another interview apart from doing their podcasts and
saving animals.
They're chickens. Yeah, but honestly, I don't see why we should hear from them again, apart from when she has a baby, and after that, it should. Once she confirms the name, of course, it should be. That should be the end of it.
Well,
realistically,
technically, yes, but what you got to remember is they got to make money. Yes, I know Harry said that he's got funding from his mum's will. You know what I mean? Where that's how he's supporting them. But I don't know how much that is or how long that will last them. But they got to make money.
Were they like 25 mil or something like that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It last a lifetime, but
yeah, they got P.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Sorry, on a random, someone asked me to Google this earlier, yeah, and apparently, their wedding cost
us
40. I think it was about like $48 million or something like that, yeah, for their wedding, yeah. Although they had got married 2 days prior, which I didn't realize. Yeah,
that was cheeky as well.
Well, I don't know if it's cheeky.
That is none all over again.
Yeah, it's none all over again. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Personal joke.
Shout out Non and Yasmin. Yeah. Made us travel half around the world for a wedding that they already got married, but it doesn't matter. But I think also that's to do with a traditional wedding and whatever. Yeah. But apparently it cost $48 million or something, and apparently out of that, 45 of it or something, whatever number it was, was only on security.
Sorry?
So the wedding only cost like about $3 million, yeah? But the actual rest was security. No, the rest of it was like security, like drones, snipers, everything. Like because of all the things, a lot of it was just spent on security.
That's mad, satellites from Mars as well.
Yeah, and that's why when you think, when they say that they're taking away the security from them, like you can understand why it's deep. Even Trump has still got Secret Service.
Yeah, but all presidents have all that.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. And for Harry, I kind of get why she was vexed. Harry was born into this, yeah? So Harry only knows this. When Harry was in school playing in the playground or going to the park with his brethren, there was about 5 men just random spots like behind trees, bruv. Yeah, sure. Just watching him. You get me? Not on a permit thing, but just watch. You get me? Like on a no. If anyone comes near him, they go. You get me?
Do you know how deep that is? Like to just have that security all your life for this.
Nothing different.
And then it's just taken away, bro. Now you're getting shot. You're thinking someone's behind you, but you're normally thinking, all right, cool. The big boss man's there, but he's not there no more.
I like Tyler Perry came to help. You get me?
Yeah, there's none of that no more, bro. The Terry Crews guy's not there no more, just watching over you. Get me?
Yeah. That must be so scary, like to think that you've had that protection all your life and you just have to live like, I guess, a normal person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So go on.
No, I'll say we're just finding it, but obviously for him it's going to be different.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You've always lived your life with Napa over your shoulder, bro. Always over your shoulder, just there watching you.
Nate is thinking all the man that he knows, man.
I know. He's proper. That's what he's doing.
I tried to think of security, random, yeah.
Last thing. Do you think the monarchy is still required in the United Kingdom?
I say no.
Because I want to know what's their purpose.
Tourism.
Tourists.
Tourism and bringing money into the economy. Obviously, they take a lot out of it, but they bring a hell of a lot. Bruv, these people, every year, Buckingham Palace, them tours, as soon as they open the doors, they're always there. Like, people go to Madame Tussauds, take pictures with them things. Bruv, look, when there's a royal wedding, the streets, people are sleeping there.
I get
a week before just to be at the front.
No, I get that, but a royal wedding all is happening every 25 years, right? The Buckingham Palace will still be there.
The Crown. How popular is the Crown? I know none of us watch it.
No,
That's what I'm saying. That's why I
get
believe
that.
it's there. I believe it's there.
But I'm saying the royal family in general, because if you look at it, if you Google it, I think 348 million of our taxpayers' money goes to them. That's a lot of money. That if we save that 348 million the next 10 years, that will clear our COVID bill.
No, but you know that's still, come on, Rich. With one, they'll take from one hand and give to another hand. If we're not paying for this, we're paying for something else.
No, I get that, but I just don't. Just like how kings and queens were back in the day, from what I've studied in school and how it is now, to me, they're irrelevant. They don't. I don't see. They're not making an impact as what I've been taught in the past.
It's not going to be the same though, really.
But they've got an institution. They've got the firm. So why isn't a firm taking control? Why don't we have a president?
They are control.
We got a prime minister.
No, then okay, we've got a prime minister. So why doesn't he just run the country just like that and have no involvement of the royal family? Why do we need him? Because why are we still paying taxes?
Because he can't even comb his hair. Like, we've got to have this. The royal family, like I said, as much as some of us are against it, the royal family, I think, is an institution, isn't it? It's an institution, and the country was built on the history of having that royal family.
Yeah, like that, isn't it? Like every country's probably, well, some countries have their own like monarchs or whatever, isn't it? So just the way the world is. You got to have some form of culture and tradition still going, I suppose.
It's never going to go. It's never going to die. That's history. That's what whole purpose. That's history. You know, it's never going to go. I don't see them. They don't make a difference to us if they're there or not. If they go, it won't make a difference to us.
There's certain things that we don't know.
They do make a difference. Like,
go on.
There's a lot of things, like, for example, I guess not international trade deals, but international peace treaties or international ever. Yeah, the monarchy and the royal family bring a lot of those things in. Yeah, like, for example, I don't know, say you're going to be say Britain's beefing, I don't know, another country. The Queen can go over there, or Harry or William can go over there and bless that beef. Just them being there can bless the beef. Like,
I don't think they work like that anymore. That's not what they are.
No.
How do they work then?
Why do you think?
I don't know. I don't think they're going to go to different countries to squash beef.
No. I don't think your primary role is to go over there and squash international.
You've got a UN for that now, man.
But what I mean is, just by them being there, like, I think they do bring a lot of stuff. They definitely bring a lot of tourism here.
No, without a doubt.
Look, I know what you're saying, but unless, of course, you definitely know what they're doing, it's a general statement you're making, isn't it?
No, I'm making it. This is why I'm opening that conversation up.
But
this is the point. It's like, what are they doing for us that we know currently?
I can't answer that.
So that means we don't know a history. We don't know what they do.
You can ask the same thing. What does your local MP do for you?
Boy, Mr. Khan. Boy.
No, that's not local MP. That's the Mayor of London.
Oh, well, I don't even know my local MP, to be fair. I don't even know his name.
But we vote for these people. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, I know mine. Mine's is David Lammy. What does he do for me? He invites me to meetings. He sent me a Christmas card, all of that kind of stuff, yeah? But I don't necessarily know that he does anything for me, but I know if I wanted an issue, I could go and raise it with him. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, it's just... No, but what I'm saying is, the reason I say that is because there's a lot of people that we don't know what they do.
No, I get that, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That are in a position of power. We just don't know what they do. Like, to be honest, the royal family don't, like you said, they don't bother me. They don't interact with my life. I just see them on money, in it. Like, that's it. I see them on coins. I see them on paper notes. That's it.